Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about top 10 must-sees in New York. One of the most mysterious about New York City is that the closer you look even at something as minor as a street corner, the more you see. And the longer you look, the faster it changes before your eyes. People can live here for 100 years and never run out of places to go or people to meet. So deciding the best sees to do in New York is daunting, which is why we're narrowing your options. Whether you're a local itching to get out of your neighborhood or an out-of-towner who doesn't know the Met from the Mets, these new and classic activities alike will dazzle you. From wandering Central Park to slurping soup dumplings in Chinatown, these are a few of our very favorite sees to do in New York City, from Midtown to Brooklyn. Here are the top 10 must-sees in New York. 1. Central Park. To get that Nora Ephron New York experience, you have no choice but to take a stroll through Central Park while in the city. As you step off the crowded sidewalks of 59th Street into a massive green, you'll hardly realize what lies before you. 693 acres of man-made gardens, meadows, forests, and hillsides. If you ambled down every one of Central Park's pathways, you would walk 58 miles. Along the way, you pass sculptures, bridges, and arches, plus 21 playgrounds, a winter ice skating rink, even a zoo. But you hardly notice the 4 major crosstown thoroughfares, which cleverly disappear into foliage-covered tunnels. Map your park route to stop at classic Central Park landmarks, like the Bethesda Fountain, Bow Bridge, Belvedere Castle, and the Strawberry Fields John Lennon Memorial. 2. Chinatown. Chinatown is one of the neighborhoods that makes Lower Manhattan vibrant and unforgettable. After surfacing from the steps of the Canal Street subway station onto the sidewalk, meandering past thick crowds, neon light shops, and vendors peddling fake designer bags, you'll find yourself in the narrow streets of Chinatown, where there are bright heaps of produce, succulent ducks hanging in windows, and restaurants old and new. Whether you spend an hour devouring a box of roast pork or duck from street-style Wafong No, one before you have to proceed elsewhere, or you spend half a day shopping for produce, dining out, and paying a visit to the Museum of Chinese in America, everyone will gain something from a visit to Chinatown. 3. Whitney Museum of American Art. The Whitney got a major upgrade when it relocated from the Upper East Side to its vastly expanded meatpacking headquarters in 2015. It houses 50,000 square feet of indoor galleries with works by Jean-Michel Basquiat, Richard Avedon, and Alexander Calder, 4 outdoor exhibition spaces and terraces, and a ground-floor restaurant and top-floor bar, both by Danny Meyer, one of the town's best-known restaurateurs. The floors are connected by 2 artist-designed elevators, albeit slow-moving, crowded ones. If mobility isn't an issue, take the stairs instead, which offer uninterrupted views of the Hudson River. The upper floors and sculpture terraces are also connected by a series of exterior staircases, with great views of the downtown skyline and a rare opportunity to experience art on plein air. 4. Yankee Stadium. A spring or summer day spent cheering at an NYC ballpark is a classic activity for a reason. Located in the Bronx, Yankee Stadium is the home field of New York's 27-time world champions. It's a half-hour subway ride from Penn Station and approximately a 20-minute subway ride from Grand Central Terminal, making it easily accessible from Manhattan. It replaced the 1923 original in 2009 and cost $1.5 billion to build, making it one of the world's most expensive stadiums. It seats 50,287 fans. New York Yankees games, obviously, are the main event here, but you can also attend concerts, college football, and soccer matches. 5. The Morgan Library and Museum. Inside the multimillionaire's personal library, expanded into a must-see museum and cultural space, you'll find rare artifacts, paintings, and books, some dating back to 4000 BC that are worth more than your house. In particular, the museum is home to one of 23 copies of the original Declaration of Independence, Mozart's handwritten score of the Hafner Symphony, the collected works of African-American poet Phyllis Wheatley, the only extant manuscript of Milton's Paradise Lost, and Charles Dickens' manuscript of A Christmas Carol. 6. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine on 112th and Amsterdam in Upper Manhattan's Morningside Heights is the largest cathedral in the world and the sixth largest church by area. Hundreds of thousands of visitors walk through these doors annually for a reason. The cathedral itself and its remarkable Gothic architecture, storytelling stained glass windows, and 17th century tapestries is already worth visiting. But there is artwork that is especially meaningful to New York City here as well, including Keith Haring's white gold and bronze altarpiece and a 9x11 memorial sculpture by Meredith Bergman, which holds debris of the towers in it. 7. Summit 1 Vanderbilt. There's no shortage of jaw-dropping views found throughout the city, but the team behind Summit 1 Vanderbilt has assembled a bunch of big names to bring together a full experience where you could easily spend a few hours. It starts with the elevator, a light and sound-filled ride that whooches visitors up to the 91st floor. There, you're greeted by a massive mirrored room that looks out over New York City. Additionally, there are rotating art installations from Kinzip Digital, as well as two special features: levitation, a glass skybox that lets you feel as if you're floating 1,000 feet above Madison Avenue, and ascent, a separate glass elevator that brings you up even higher to gaze over downtown Manhattan. Inside, a snow-headed designed, Nordic-inspired space serves food and drinks from Danny Meyer's Union Square events, including pastrami stuffed pretzels and ricotta toast. There's also a wraparound outdoor terrace that feels like the city's most exciting rooftop bar. 8. MoMA 1 Pound. The sister institution to MoMA is no ordinary art museum. Located in a striking Renaissance, Revival former public school building in Long Island City, Queens, MoMA 1 Pound setting is just as interesting as its collection. All manner of cutting-edge contemporary art is shown here, with a collection over 200,000 pieces strong. From the likes of James Turrell and Ai Weiwei, the people watching can be just as good as the art, as creative types from around the city come here to find inspiration. 9. Bensons Bar. At Bensons, Ludwig Bibelman's illustrations, you might remember them from the Madeline books, adorn the walls. In one panel, a bunny smokes a cigar in Central Park. In another, a man hands a boy a clutch of balloons. This is a bar where gawking is permissible. The cocktails here very much depend on who's making them. An old-fashioned might be a bit watery, a whiskey sour too tart, but often a dirty gin martini is just perfectly executed. Everything is expensive. It's clear why you're here, so take the edge off that sensation by digging into the free hearty snacks that float your way. 10. New York Botanical Garden. The New York Botanical Garden has carefully manicured flower gardens, lush fields, winding hikes, and impeccable greenhouses. There are spaces that feel deeply intimate, as if you're truly separated from the world, and there are vast expanses where it's hard to believe you're still in the Bronx. In winter, the greenhouses host an annual train show, recreating all of New York City in miniature. The warmer months bring every floral delight imaginable, from cherry trees to peonies. Plan to spend at least half a day here and pack a picnic. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.